Good morning, my friends. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Advanced Guided Meditation. Without further ado, let's share screens. Welcome to my desktop. I'm going to adjust something right quick. All right, let's begin with the triplet chant. In the Supreme Buddha, Dharma and Assembly, I take refuge in attaining enlightenment through the merit of practicing generosity, and so on may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit beings. In the Supreme Buddha, Dharma and Assembly, I take refuge in attaining enlightenment through the merit of practicing generosity, and so on may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit beings. In the Supreme Buddha, Dharma and Assembly, I take refuge in attaining enlightenment through the merit of practicing generosity, and so on may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit beings. My goodness. Okay. Visualizing the deity. Actually, I think I prefer the word yadam. Yadam being a Tibetan word for the Sanskrit word deva. Let's use the bookend chant. On the crown of my head and those of all other sentient beings pervading space, on a white lotus and moon from free of his noble and supreme chin raising. He is brilliant white and radiates the five lights. Handsome and smiling, he looks on with eyes of compassion. He has 4 hands of his so joined in Anjali, the lower to hold a crystal mala and a white lotus flower. Adorned with ornaments of hemp and jewels, he carries a deer across his shoulders. Amitabha crowns his head, his 2 feet are in the Vajra posture. For those of you following along in the home version of the game, Vajra posture is Buddhist for lotus posture, whereas lotus posture is Buddhist for beginner's posture. Let's continue. His back rests against a stainless moon. He is the embodiment of all objects of refuge. Right, let's do some Buddha bowing. Let's do 14 Buddha bows. What say you? If you have a yoga mat, I recommend using that. I'll take a moment to set mine up. All right, let's do some Buddha bowing. It's terribly easy. Let me adjust the camera here. Okay, we begin. If you have a wrist mala, please count it on your right index finger. Straighten the hands overhead. Palms are cupped. Place the heel of your hand upon your crown. Touch the big knuckle of the base of your thumb to your forehead. Touch the tip of your index finger to your lips. Touch the big knuckle of the base of your thumb to your sternum. Squat down until your thighs describe a 90-degree angle with your lower leg, or your femur is parallel to the ground. Reach forward. Lower yourself down. Reach forward with your hands, plant your elbows, hinge forward. Forward with your hands, plant your elbows, lift your forearm. Straighten your arms, retract your arms. Use your long muscles of your back to lift up Lift your legs, thrust with your hips to return to a kneeling position. Roll back on the balls of your feet into a box squat and stand back up, hands at heart. Now let's do 13 more with the recitation. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha upon your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha upon your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Whew. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha upon your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Welcome back, Olaf. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, the perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Lord God in color, unstained by false, perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. Now as an oopsie, one more, let's make it count. Lord God in color, unstained by false, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zigwe, bow to you. So I only redo 3 exercises. Number 1 is Buddha bows. Number 2 is shin pulling. And number 3 are upward facing planks. So let's do some shin pulls right now. Usually, the shin pulls at the beginning of a meditation practice are different than the ones at the end. At the beginning, I like to do vertical shin pulls. Now, hopefully you can see me okay. It's very simple. On odd numbered days, I use my left leg on, odd numbered days, I use my left leg. On even numbered days, I use my right leg. So today, I'm using my right leg because it's the 14th. I'm taking my right hand, putting it at the bottom, my left hand at the top, holding my spine straight. You can't really see my spine right now. Maybe if I move back, you can see it a little bit. So I'm holding my back straight. I'm leaning back a little bit, and then pulling back. I've pre-exhausted my abs by doing prostrations. Let's do this maybe 5, maybe 7 minutes. Okay, that's good for right now. Let's conclude with a bit of the old upward facing plank. What I'd like to do, let's see if you can see me right now, is I sit with my torso at a 90-degree angle to my legs. So my hands behind my tush, one hand span behind. I put a subtle, so I use my arms to lift my tush off the ground and put a subtle bend in my knees. And then I use the muscles in the backs of my thighs to thrust my hips. Doing this helps to balance and stabilize the SI joint. Those 3 exercises are all you need to work every muscle in your body, including your heart and lungs. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you too can acquire the body of a tantric sex god. And I'm back. And my head's been cut off. Some people might think that's an improvement. Tell you, these simple exercises in harmony with the right diet, I'm really having trouble here, are all you need. What's the right diet? One in which you eat whole plant foods and in which you exclude salt, oil, and sugar. Those 3 things, whole plant foods only, and excluding salt, oil, and sugar, combined with those 3 exercises, will help you a great deal. Okay, let's continue with a recitation. We're going to use the bookended chant. Birth after birth throughout all our, let's try this again. Birth after birth through all our lives, may we liberate beings of the impure realms by activity equal to your ocean raising. And may the supreme speech of your 6 syllables pervade the 10 directions. Noble and supreme one, by the power of supplicating you may beings be to be tamed by us. Practice karma and its results and apply themselves to virtuous actions. May they act in harmony with Dharma for the benefit of beings. All right, so we've turned our attention to blessing others and helping them to act in harmony with cause and effect. That outward focus is compassion. We've talked about throughout all our lives, which infers death and impermanence. We've also talked about actions and the results. So we've discussed the 2 pillars of Buddha's wisdom teachings, interdependence and impermanence. This concise text has a lot of really good stuff in it. Let's continue. Due to our one-pointed supplication, light rays stream forth from the body of the Noble One, and purify impure karmic appearances and mistaken consciousness. Remember, at the beginning we visualized above our heads the Buddha of compassion. The outer world becomes a pure land of Sukhavati. The body, speech, and mind of the inhabitants within become the body, speech, and mind of Chenrezig. And I grab my Vajra, hold this with my right hand. I grab the bell, hold it with my left hand. I cross them so that the Vajra is on the outside and the bell is on the inside. And then we continue. Appearance and sounds and awareness are inseparable from emptiness. The bell we ring when we say the word emptiness, because that's pretty important. How does it remind us of emptiness? Well, all things being in phenomena are empty of anything independent to grasp. How did this make a sound? Because of interdependence. We moved our hand, the movement caused the clapper to hit the bell, that began to vibrate, creating sound waves that hit our ear. Oh, look, it's all interdependence. What else are we empty of? We're empty of anything permanent to grasp, because this sound will not last forever, nor will we. Now, arguably, the writer of this text, Tingtong Gyalpo, in just one sentence, 4 lines, describes Tokal and Treksho. What's Tokal? While meditating upon the meaning of that, recite the mantra as much as you can. We'll do that in the next few minutes. That's Tokal. At the end, without conceptualizing the 3 spheres, rest evenly in your own nature. We'll do that during silent meditation. So in this system, Tokal is practiced in harmony with mantra meditation. Treksho is practiced in harmony with silent meditation. It's very simple and it's very effective. Arguably the most effective and the most simple set of techniques out there. Welcome to mantra meditation. And up here we can read Tokal's visionary experience, whereby we leap over our mistaken view. View as Buddhist nomenclature or terminology for the way we view reality. Okay, so please reach for your mala. Please begin counting your mala with your right little finger. We're sitting. May rays from Chenrezig overhead transform each being's environment into Sukhavati. As you probably guessed by looking at the image, Sukhavati would be a Buddha's paradise, or the paradise of Buddha Amitabha, who is the teacher of Avalokiteshvara, which is the Sanskrit name of Chenrezig. How relax into the awareness of this place, and by doing so, we let go of it. And then, so we continue now. Instead of asking where sitting, which is a reference to our environment, we now ask how sitting, which is a reference to our body. Let's scroll down to the next page. Please continue to count your mala upon your right little finger while simultaneously touching your left little finger to its thumb. May raise from Chenrei Zig overhead, transform each being's body into Chenrei Zig. According to Dilgo Kensei, it could be argued that if one feels more comfortable visualizing oneself as a female, you could visualize yourself as Green Tara. However, in keeping with the instructions of Tenkong Gyatso, I recommend, regardless of your gender, visualize yourself as Chenrei Zig. Now, please count your mala upon your right middle finger. How relax into the awareness of this body. Please scroll down. Please continue to count your mala upon your right middle finger while simultaneously touching the tip of your left middle finger to its thumb. House speaking. Please count your mala upon your left middle finger while giving the digits of your right hand a rest. On the in-breath, may raise and Chenrei Zig overhead, transform each being's speech into the 6 syllables. Which 6 syllables are those? Why, Om Mani Padme Hum, of course. And we scroll down. Please count your mala upon your right little finger at this point. I'll relax into the awareness of this speech. Scroll down some more. Please count your mala upon your left ring finger. What thinking? Please continue please continue to count your mala upon your left ring finger while simultaneously touching your right ring finger to its thumb. May raise from Chenrei Zig overhead, transform each being's thoughts into mindfulness, insight, and compassion. And for our final exercise of mantra meditation, please count your mala upon your right ring finger while the digits of your left hand rest. How relax into the awareness of this mind. We can coil our mala and we can bless it. There's 2 ways to blow. You can blow like you're blowing a candle, or you can blow like you're cleaning your glasses. Use the latter technique. Now, we now start our 1-hour silent meditation, which is actually 3 20-minute silent meditations, and now you know why we call it an advanced class. Going to set my timer to keep us honest. Please count your mala upon your right ring finger. This meditation is going to emphasize cardinal earth. During the in-breath, silently recite the word noticing. During the out-breath, silently recite the word relaxing, and only advance the mala during the out-breath. You may want to angle your computer so you can see the ground in front of you. If we're doing this meditation, your eyes will be drawn in that direction. We do not try to suppress thoughts or emotions. We do not chase after them. We simply sit and notice whatever circumstances, or sensations, or emotions, or thoughts, or memories, or fantasies cross our mind. That concludes the first of 3 20-minute meditations. Now, please count your mala upon your right middle finger. This is going to help us tune into cardinal water. On the in-breath, we silently and mentally recite noticing. On the out-breath, we silently and mentally recite relaxing. However, this time, we advance the mala upon the in-breath. And you may want to look, or you may feel drawn to look straight in front of you, not with sharp, glaring, focused vision, with a soft gaze. That concludes our second set of 20 minutes. We now begin our final set of 20 minutes. Please, please count your mala upon your right index finger. This up, zero into our cardinal air. Drawing your attention to the screen, you'll notice that although the words are the same, noticing, relaxing, neither one of them is bold. During the in-breath, we extend the thumb. During the out-breath, we use the thumb to pull the beads over our finger. So we're dividing the labor of advancing the mala equally between the in-breath and the out-breath. When we begin counting our mala with our index finger, after a few minutes, we may feel our gaze spontaneously lift up towards the sky, whether it's clear or cloudy, night or day. Don't try to stare holes through the sky, just enjoy a relaxed gaze. And of course, be mindful of your posture. If the tissues around your eyes begin to tense up, it's okay to close your eyes for a few moments. Just remember to open them back up again, lest you fall asleep. And the sound of the deck tells us our meditation session is over. We've generated a lot of positive energy. We don't want that energy getting stuck anywhere in our joints or in our muscles. So first we're going to invest some of that positive energy in universal well-being. Then we're going to do some bowing. Let's use the triplet chant. The physical appearance of myself and others as the body of the noble one sounds all the melody of the 6 syllable sauce of the expanse of great wisdom. By this merit may we quickly accomplish Avalokiteshvara and establish every being without exception in that state. Okay, let's do some Buddha bowing. Oh boy! So I'm going to open up my yoga mats. And I invite you to do likewise. And now I'm going to move the computer. Now, before you walk away from your computer, make sure your speakers are on because we may not do a full 14. Please count your mala upon your left index finger. Lord, but in color, unstained by fault, say perfect Buddha, upon your head you look upon all beings. With eyes of compassion, Shinri Zig, we bow to you. Lord, but in color, unstained by fault, say perfect Buddha, adorning your head, you look upon beings. With eyes of compassion, Shinri Zig, we bow to you. Lord, but in color, unstained by fault, say perfect Buddha, adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zig, we bow to you. Lord, but in color, unstained by faults, perfect Buddha, adorning your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Shinri Zig, we bow to you. Okay, so that was 3 bows. That's much better than 0. Let's return to the final portion of the practice. Let's see. By the merit of meditating and reciting in this way, may we and all beings with whom we are connected, as soon as we have left behind this imperfect body, but miraculously born in Sukhavati. By the way, how are we connected? People are connected to us by seeing us, hearing us, touching us, or remembering us. That's right, even if they are resentful of us, they're connected to us. As soon as we are born, then may we traverse the 10 bhumis and benefit others in the 10 directions through our emanations. By this merit may all beings perfect the 2 accumulations of merit and wisdom. Bet you a T would go pretty well there. And achieve the 2 genuine Gayas arising from merit and wisdom, in whomever the precious bodhicitta has not arisen, may it arise. In whomever it has arisen, may it not decline but increase further and further. So let's conclude with another practice, 2 other practices written by the same fellow, Ting Tong Gyalpo. First one is a quick refuge recitation. All mother sentient beings as infinite as basic refuge in the Lama, the precious Buddha. In the Buddha Dharma Sangha we take refuge, and in the assembly of Lamas, Yidams and Khandros we take refuge. In the Dharmakaya, the inseparable emptiness and clarity of our own minds, we take refuge. We conclude with a 2-page prayer for health. Let's use the bookend chant. May all the diseases that disturb the minds of sentient beings and which result from karma and temporary conditions, such as the harms of spirits, illness, and the elements, never occur throughout the realms of this world. May whatever sufferings arise due to life-threatening diseases, which like a butcher leading an animal to the slaughter, separate the mind from the body from the mind in a mere instant, never occur throughout the realms of this world. May all embodied beings remain unharmed by acute, chronic, and infectious diseases, the mere names of which can inspire the same terror as would be felt in the jaws of Yama, the Lord of Death. May all embodied beings remain unharmed by all 80,000 classes of harmful obstructors, the 360 evil spirits that harm without warning, the 424 types of diseases, and so forth. May whatever sufferings arise due to disturbances in the 4 elements, depriving the body and mind of every pleasure, be totally pacified. And may the body and mind have radiance and power and be endowed with long life, health, and good and well-being. By the compassion of the Gurus and the 3 jewels of power of the Dakini Dharma protectors and guardians, and by the strength of the infallibility of karma and its results, may these many dedications and prayers be fulfilled as soon as they are made. Okay. Olaf, don't go away just yet. If you, my friends on YouTube, if you've enjoyed this video, very nice. If you have questions, don't be shy. Just spell out your questions in great detail in the what's it called? The comment area below. I'll do my best to answer them this week. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Bye-bye now.